What's going on, guys? Nemo, what is here? I'm not doing what if Deku was betrayed. I know I had y'all guys' hopes up. Probably not. Actually, this is actually not part two of what if Issei was betrayed. This is a new series. I'll be doing what if Issei was betrayed and what if Deku was betrayed tomorrow. Tomorrow, probably be posting them I'll be posting them on the same day. So I'll be doing a new what if. So one of the comments in what if Issei was betrayed, they said do a Naruto what if, and you asked, I'm delivering. So I'm not doing what if Deku Is no shit. Oh wow. See the mix up. I'm doing what if Naruto was betrayed. Yeah, I'm doing Naruto. What if Naruto was betrayed? So yeah, and you see this, he's gonna have Yin Yang release, but like you see they have like all the elements and stuff like that. So see, one thing that they didn't put in Naruto is like when you have Yin Yang release, you also have release of the elements. So if you have Yin Yang release, you should probably have like all five elements as your releases, since Yin Yang is basically all of them combined. But we're not gonna talk about that. We're talking about how I look at it, right? All right then. So I'm gonna cut off to let's see. We're gonna cut off to when Izuku. No shit. Hold up real quick. Forget about Izuku, forgot about Issei. Alright, we're not doing Issei, we're doing Naruto. Naruto. Alright, bet. So, we're talking about when Naruto took the scroll of sealing. So, you already know what happened if you're watching this. So, I'm not gonna spoil it for anyone that hasn't watched the anime. I'm not that type of person, so yeah. So, we get back to what if after when he gets back to the third Hokage. So, the third Hokage said, first, you kill the fourth Hokage and his wife. Now, you take the scroll of sealing, which has never been taken for the past 500 years, and you expect us to let you go with it? We're not putting you in jail. You don't deserve that. That's too great for you to get off. You are hereby banished from the Hidden Leaf Village, and you shall not go to any village. You shall not be welcomed into any village whatsoever. You are to be castrated once you die. You shall not be known to anyone as anything special. You shall just be known as a demon. Not even the other Jinchurikis will respect you. And Naruto hearing this, and he gets broken, cause he only did it to get stronger. He didn't really care about any of the other jutsus. He only cared about, well, the shadow clone jutsu, cause that's the only thing he looked at. Iruka, he felt sad for Naruto, but he couldn't do anything because he has no power. It's the third Hokage speaking. He's a Kage. He has all power over everybody in the village. So Naruto, it's nighttime at that time, and there's a lot of shops open. And the third Hokage says, "Do you have anything that you want to do before you leave?" And Naruto says, "I want to eat ramen for the last time with my shadow clones." And they try getting him a cup of ramen. He says, "No, I want to go to Ichichako Ramen." And he goes. The Ichichako Ramen guy, he heard about what Naruto did, but he also knows that Naruto had no ill intentions, so he gives Naruto and his, well, things some ram and his shadow clone some ramen. And then he says, "I hope you have a nice life, Naruto. I know you didn't have any ill intentions, so I guess I'll be seeing you." So Naruto, he gets kicked out of the village. He doesn't walk out the village. Everybody was watching. And in this one, not doing no Naruhina, nah. It's not because like Hinata is gonna do anything bad to him, nah. She's gonna move on. Cause her father's gonna tell her if anyone sees her with Naruto, nobody will respect her. So she moves on to Kiba. Sure, most of y'all might not like Kiba, Hina, and stuff like that, but like Like, at least give it a chance. It's not that bad of a ship. It's just like their attitudes. They don't get along. It's like they don't get along when it comes to like the attitude thing. But like we're not talking about that. So it's Naru Ino for this one. Naru Ino. Should I make it? No, no. Naru Ino for this one. So yeah. So Naruto, before he gets kicked out of the village or thrown out, Sakura goes up to him and punches him. She doesn't punch the living daylights out of him. Actually, she does. No, she doesn't. She just punches him. And she says, "You bastard. Stealing the scroll of sealing. I hope you die in the forest." And Naruto, he hears this and he feels broken. And take in mind, most of the what ifs I'm doing, it's going to be based off of like the logic of that anime and stuff like that. But Naruto, it's kind of like a comedy, so I'm not making it like a really comic. Com, com you probably get what I'm saying. It's not gonna be like a comedy or some shit like that. Nah, it's a betrayal. So like I'm gonna keep it to that. I'm gonna keep it to the plot. So yeah, I'm not gonna keep it on that dumbass logic in Naruto. Personally, I wouldn't kick Naruto out of even if he stole the scroll of sealing. Cause what if? Cause like, all right, if we're being sensible here, most people they would probably kick Naruto out of the village because he took the scroll of sealing. Now, what you don't understand is you have to think ahead. What if he goes to the villain side and, you know, he gives them information? So, what do you expect? Hold up. So, yeah, that's happening. So Sakura punches him. Sasuke, he just looks away. Kakashi, he just said, just shameful. Because they knew that they were going to be on the same team and stuff like that. So, yeah, yeah. What they do, they tell Sakura pick Naruto up and send him flying. So that happens. So he gets thrown out the village into the forest, and since Naruto can't go to any village, he decides to stay inside the forest for a few years. Now we're gonna skip to, and take in mind Naruto has his shurikens and kunai. So we skip to 2 years. Naruto, he has been with, well, he has been living inside the forest. He's been munching upon, well, tigers and stuff like that. And one day he happens to come across a bear. Not like a grizzly bear, nah. He comes across a black bear. And this is gonna be like a survival tip. So like when you encounter a black bear, you guys you have to, and I'm telling you this now for your own safety. You promise me you will do this. You will have to stay behind. Not, oh my fucking god, what am I saying? I'm fucking slow. Hold up. Yeah. All right. You will have you will have to play dead. You have to play dead, or you have to make a sound, make loud noises to get really intimidated real quick. So yeah. So he plays dead. He plays dead. He decides to play dead, and he knows that it's gonna walk away. But to his surprise, it's walking away, but in his direction, and it steps on his head. It doesn't crush his head. It doesn't crush his head. It knocks him out. So Naruto, he is knocked out at the moment. Naruto, he is knocked out in his mindscape. He doesn't meet anybody special. He just sees the yin and yang sign. And the yin and yang sign says, and no, it doesn't say anything. He just touches it. He touches it, and he touches the yin and yang sign, and he gains the yin and yang. He gains the knowledge. He gains the elements as like earth. I think that's lake. I think that's lake. I think that says lake. Hold up. Yeah, lake. Lake, also known as water. So yeah, lake is a form of water, but it's more dangerous. For in this one, instead of being a lake. Hello. We have earth, lake. So basically, he can use all of those. And for lake, he can just make a lake around him to hurt his enemies or to trap them. So yeah, Naruto, he is basically doing whatever Naruto does. And Naruto does what Naruto does. And he gets up and he starts saying, ah, damn it. That fucking hurts. Damn. Ah. And yeah, so he decides I'll do the training for the yin and yang thing. And he does. He does the training for the yin and yang, and he's good. He gets good at it, and he's already mastered fire, water, earth, and wind. Now he has to master heaven, lake, mountain, and shit, thunder. Yeah. So first he masters thunder. And for this one he doesn't have to do jutsus cuz knowing cuz have you seen the anime? This nigga Naruto does no jutsus whatsoever. He doesn't learn the Rasengan, he doesn't join Pervy Sage, so you probably get the gist. So, he masters all of them. And while he was mastering well, space, while he was mastering space, while no, not space, heaven. While he was mastering heaven, you didn't need to see that. He masters space, so he has space, and then he combines space with Earth, which damn it, then he combines space with Yin and Yang, which helped him make time. So he masters time and space, stuff like that, and then he combines life, earth, heaven, and time and space, and he gets life. Yes, I didn't think about this like personally, like even though I got the comments saying do a Naruto what if like earlier in the day, I was not thinking about this like all day. So like all of these are like coming to mind like right now, but like the thing for like time, space, life, and stuff, I've thought of them before, so I have like the gist and stuff like that, cause yeah. So like I mostly study like the elements and mythology and stuff like that. So when it comes to like the Issei what ifs, Deku what ifs, and stuff like that, probably be good at it. So yeah. But like that all depends on like how you think I am at it. So it doesn't really matter what I think. It mostly matters like what you think, like if I'm good at it, if I'm not. So yeah. So if you hear like the sound of a vibration, I'm actually playing a game right now. It's called Guardian Tales. If you play it, you should probably try to be my friend. I don't know if we can make friends in this thing, but like it doesn't matter. So yeah. So he is currently he is currently mastered them all. And one perk of creation, he can make clothes for himself. He doesn't make the Akatsuki clothes. Hold up. I'm gonna show you the clothes. Just wait a minute or two or three. Doesn't matter. But to me, it's gonna be like a few minutes. To you guys, it's gonna be like what, a few seconds. So yeah, here's the picture right here. This is what he's wearing. He decides to put this on. So yeah. and he's wearing black pants, so he's not wearing the jumpsuit and stuff like that, cause he's basically a wanderer and stuff like that. This might remind you of Assassin's Creed, so yeah. So he's wearing that, and he gets out of the forest. Like nobody from the Hidden Leaf Village knows about him being in the staying in the forest. So yeah, they just assumed like he's just starving somewhere or he died somewhere. So yeah, he decides to go to the terrain. And since this man has space and time, he created a jutsu to make portals, and he can teleport long distances, short distances, and he decided to imbue his eyes with heaven, space, and time, and now he can see anything in the Naruto world. And since this nigga has heaven, space, and time, this man completely shatters the world of Naruto. He doesn't legitimately shatter the world, but like the logic. He gives himself infinite chakra. And he can basically draw chakra from the world at infinite speed. So basically, he doesn't really run out of chakra, nor does he lose any. So Naruto, he's completely broken. You're wondering, oh, I made him broken. This won't be long. Now it's gonna be like what, 45 minutes? Oh, you're dumb. This nigga Naruto has near like what 800 episodes and like how much chapters? More than like 1,000. Like, buddy, are you in the right train of thought? Like, I'm not putting Boruto into this. Like, personally, to me, I think Boruto is ass. It's not like I think it's ass. Like, no, I'm just talking about like the plot and stuff like that. So I understand, yeah, they want to give their kids like a better childhood than they had, but still, because like remember they're ninjas, so they have to have trials like somehow. So why are because like all we see in like Boruto is happy times, and like I'm confused. Like, what is this? This is not Naruto. This is not Baruto. This is not ninjas training to be Hokage or some shit like that. Like the only one I probably seen put in work was probably like Metal Lee and Sadara. And Metal Lee because like this man can only do damn, what's that shit called? It's not Genjutsu, it's not ninjutsu, taijutsu, yeah. So yeah. So the only person I saw train was those two, and sometimes Baruto with Sasuke, stuff like that. So yeah. So Naruto. Take in mind when Naruto got kicked out, he was 10. So he's 12 now. He has like a mini version of this, the one that fits him. So yeah. So it fits him. It fits him wonderfully. So yeah. So Naruto, he's doing great. Naruto, Naruto, he doesn't really find it dangerous to fight anyone, and he's traveling and stuff like that. And take in mind, right after Naruto left, like a year later, the Uchiha massacre happens. The Uchiha massacre happens and stuff like that. Cause like we're gonna drag the Uchiha massacre longer. Cause in this one we're gonna make Sasuke happy at the beginning and then watch his family get slaughtered right in front of him. Cause Sasuke he didn't know like what happened and stuff like that. Like not really what happened, but like yeah. So Naruto he doesn't really need Sage mode or stuff like that, so he could really clap anyone. And yeah, so that's happening. You might be thinking, oh, but if he doesn't meet, if he doesn't get Sage mode, then how the hell? What? Yeah, you're probably wondering that. Like, what? So he goes to Kuruma, completely demolishes Kuruma. Like, he demolishes Kuruma. He just puts a whole mountain on Kuruma and says, "Give me a chakra, I'm gonna knock you the fuck out." And Kuruma's like, "I damn." Kuruma gives him the chakra, and he accepts Kuruma. Him and Kuruma being cool and stuff like that. So yeah. Kuruma's like, bro, where you come from? Kuruma's like, bro, I came from the Sage of Six Paths. Tells him the origin about Kaguya and Sage of Six Paths' brother having to fight Kaguya and stuff like that. And he tells them after he did like the sun and moon seal on Kaguya, after, well, defying his mother and stuff like that. They take the Ten Tails, completely demolishes the Ten Tails, splits that nigga into 9 pieces of his power and stuff like that. And he's like, if the Ten Tails ever gets reborn, he'll probably destroy this world. And Naruto's like, this man can't even destroy me, and he expects to destroy this world. Yo, are you dumb? And Kuruma's like, all right, he got a fair point. He got a fair point. So yeah, I'm gonna let it slide. So yeah, that happens. And Kuruma's like, sadly, after like a fight between his two sons, he is currently near death. And Naruto's like, bro, you know how to get to him? Like, you know his space or some shit like that. He was like, yeah, he got a personal space. So this nigga Naruto, he invaded this nigga's space like completely. He invades the Sage of Six Paths space, and this nigga, since, like, he has earth and heaven, this man has authority over heaven and hell and earth. And Naruto has purgatory too. Let's just say that, because like you can't have heaven and hell if you don't have purgatory. So yeah. So goes to the Sage of Six Paths, like, yo, what's cracking, cuz? And he like, why are you here? Do you want something? He's like, so like, I'm here to heal you. Cause like I heard from like when he is like your child, like not like Ashura and stuff like that. Nah, I'm talking about like the QB, and he said like, yo, ass is near death. He was like, yo, what you mean you gonna heal me? You can't heal. And then Naruto, he's like, he just taps on this nigga forehead, and this nigga's completely healed. Like, yo, what happened to my life energy? I feel like I could clap anyone, even my mom's in one hit, bro. And Naruto's like, bro, I healed you. I'm stronger. And then Sage of Six Paths looks at Naruto and feels like an immense, like a dangerous type amount of like power. And he's like, oh shit, are you like the reincarnation of my mom's or Black Setsu or some shit? He like, nah, I'm like some random nigga that got brains and shit like that. And this one, Naruto's gonna be smarter since he got like abandoned. And I'm gonna tell you this now. This is like basically my theory. I feel like Naruto got stupid in the anime because like the third the third Hokage. Like, remember, this nigga never took care of Naruto. He just threw that nigga in a room. He probably didn't throw him on the bed. He probably, cause remember, he didn't take care of Naruto. He just threw him on the bed and then did. So Naruto probably fell and busted his fucking head and bumped his fucking head. Cause remember, when Naruto was for now, Kushina and Minato died when Naruto was born. So this nigga Naruto, well, he was just born. His head is still soft and stuff like that, so he could be molded. And he probably got he fell off the bed and he got that bump on his head. I don't know how niggas in anime be born with hair, but like, okay, like, cause this man's Naruto. Like, I'm telling you this now. If we knew he was gonna, if we knew that Naruto was gonna have the same hairstyle as he did as a baby in Boruto, like, they should have just canceled the whole anime. Like, what happened to his spikes? Like, his hair's not even spiky no more. It's just sad. So yeah. So Naruto, he's basically chilling with the Sage of Six Paths and stuff like that. And QB's like, can I come out? And Naruto's like, I don't care. I don't care. I'll still have your powers. So he's like, I bet. So he gets out. QB says, hello, father. And he hugs the Sage of Six Paths because he was worried about him. Sage of Six Paths said he was going to die and he has to let him go. Because, like, if you remember from the flashback of QB, that man was crying when the Sage of Six Paths said, I was going to kick the bucket. Because that nigga shed a tear. Well, not really shed a tear. That man was about to cry. So, yeah. So he says, so like you gonna like get all the other jerkies here, or like you gonna talk to them telepathically, and then he like, I guess we could talk telepathically. I mean, he's like, yo, jerkies, I got healed by somebody. You don't have to worry about who that is right now, cause like from like the description of what happened to him, you probably don't want to like know about him or like tell you like Jinchuriki, like your holders, because like they probably gonna be like, oh, that cunt of a nigga. So yeah, and it was like, all right, bet. So yeah, they minded their own business and he talked like that. So Naruto, he's basically seen like every fight that happens in the Hidden Leaf Village, most like Kakashi's team, stuff like that. So yeah, so we cut to that fight where Ino was getting choked out. This man's Naruto, he fell down there, bro. Wait, no, that's all the way in Shippuden, bro. What, bro? What, am I dumb? So let's not do that. So like, remember he's been with the Sage of Six Paths, so he learned Sage mode from the Sage of Six Paths himself. So yeah, let's just make him even more OP. Like that's like he's not already OP enough. Oh, to have a yelling family. What a wonderful family I have. One of the most chaotic. Ho ho. To have a retarded older brother and a strict mother. Huh. Doesn't matter to me though. So Naruto, since he has heaven, he already met his parents. Cause obviously them niggas went to heaven. Like I don't recall them niggas doing anything bad. So yeah. Cause those two niggas, they all they did was good things, so they didn't really do anything disrespectful and stuff like that. I don't recall them doing anything bad in the anime, so yeah. So Naruto, he learns Sage mode from the Sage of Six Paths, and they have a pretty good relationship and they're having fun and stuff like that. So yeah. Now we cut to Shippuden, cause like why not? After all, he learns and stuff like that. So oh, if you have TikTok, you should probably know about and you watch like Naruto TikToks, you should probably know about the theory that Naruto can get the Rinnegan, cause he is a blood relative of the Senju clan, and Ashura is the founder of the Senju, Uzumaki, and the Hyuga clan, I think. No, Uchiha clan. Ooh, my stupid. But they have to be like a direct relative of the Senju clan. So, and we know that the Uzumaki clan is a direct relative. And Naruto, he has the Rinnegan. He has the Rinnegan. He has the Rinnegan, but like, just imagine like a circle around his eyes, and like you see this picture on the screen. Just like imagine a circle around it. Like just imagine a circle around it, like circling it, like a circle over the words, not the signs, just the words. That's basically what his Rinnegan looks like. And yeah, so I'm probably gonna make this a one shot. Like I'm probably not gonna make this long. It's not gonna be long that much. So, cause I already made him open. Like, oh, it's gonna be short. 45, 30. It's pretty long to me. So Naruto, he does a quick in and out on Ino saving her, and then he dips. But before he dips, Ino says, "Who are you?" Naruto says, "You probably wouldn't want to know who I am." And yeah, cause like Naruto's voice, he got deeper. And Naruto, he is currently 16. Yeah, let's say 16. Cause he's gonna be 16. He ain't gonna smash it. He's gonna be 16. So yeah, Naruto. He's he's 16, and Ino says, "I don't care. I still want to know who you are." Naruto says one word: scroll of ceiling. Ino, she says, "Scroll of ceiling," and she says, "Naruto," and Naruto says, "Ding ding ding." And she runs to him and cries on his shoulder and says, "I'm so glad you're okay. Everybody in the village has been saying, oh, you're starving somewhere, but I'm glad to see you're okay. Can I see your face? I won't tell anyone, I promise." Naruto, he takes off the hood. He looks like regular Naruto, but this time his hair is longer. And I have to pull up another picture about this. Like, I did not plan ahead with the pictures. I only planned, like, ahead with this one. Because, like, why not? didn't really plan ahead with it. So yeah. So yeah, just imagine this with what Naruto's wearing. Like this is what he's wearing under stuff like that. He does not have that suit and those he's wearing white gloves, yes. He's wearing white gloves. Actually, he's wearing white gloves and stuff like that. He's wearing basically this, but like the pants, they're black, the shirt, it's white. So he's basically wearing that. So no, let me go back to that picture. Yes. So Ino sees his face and she says, "I see you let your hair grow." And Naruto says, "Yeah." And she says, "But how is it straight?" Naruto, "It's called using a kunai." And she's confused, like, and she says, "How do you keep it straight?" Naruto, he just says, "A jutsu." And she understands like water jutsus, get the hair wet and straighten it out. So she's like, "Oh." And so she Naruto says, "I gotta go." And before he leaves, she kisses him on the cheek and says, "Thank you, Naruto. I hope I see you again." Naruto says, "Yeah, sure." So that happens, and Naruto he's he jumps off, and he's just walking, stuff like that, and he stumbles upon the Akatsuki about to bomb a place. Naruto doesn't care. Bless me. And he doesn't really care and stuff like that. He just goes over there and he goes to Toby and he says, don't really care why you're doing this. I just want to know, like, what are you doing? And he says, like, we're planning to attack that place. You have, like, something important to us and stuff like that. And he says, like, if I get it for you, like, will it help you? And take in mind, Killer B has been looking for Naruto, like, for the past, like, what, 2 years, 2.5 years. Yes, it's been 2.5 years since then. So yeah, so he's been looking for Naruto for the past two and no, he's 16. Shit, I'm fucking Ed. Wow, oh, he's 16 right now. So he when he left. So when he first got the Yin, he was 12. It's been 4 years. So he's been looking for Naruto for the past 2 years. Yes, 2 years. 2 years. 2 years. 2.5, because it's 2.5. So they say if like Naruto says like if I get it for you, like will like it make you guys stronger? Will let you get a strong guy on your team? And they say yeah. And Naruto's like, all right, just wait here real quick. And Naruto he pops over there. He sees the QBs and stuff like that. He sees no, not the QBs. He sees the Jinchuriki holders and the Jinchurikis and the Killer Bee sees the streak of yellow and he says, Naruto? And Naruto says, I guess you could call me that. What do you want though? And Killer Bee says, it is you. Naruto, we need your help. We're trying to stop them. Naruto says, yeah, um, I don't think we're on the same page here. And Killer Bee's wondering, what the hell is he talking about? And Naruto says, I think you might want to look at your friends and you'll get it. And he turns around to see everybody giving Naruto death glares and stuff like that. And they're like, and Gara, no, Gara doesn't say that. The one that holds the two tails, she says, so what are you gonna do? You're gonna steal from us? And Naruto says, "Oh, so you're still bent on that shit." And he says, "See, we're not on the same page here." And Killer Bee's like, "Wait, Naruto." Naruto was like, "Yeah, but I wasn't really gonna help you, even if they were like good to me." So Killer Bee's like wondering, what the hell are you talking about? Naruto says like, don't really care. So Naruto he goes inside, takes what they need and stuff like that. He goes back, he sees Toby, he says, "Yo, I got you what you wanted." Toby's like, "Thanks, bro. If if like ever comes a time where we gotta fight, bro, I hope you will put up our best fight." And Naruto's like, I bet. So they dip off, they dip, and they run off. They run along now. Yeah, you know the vibes. Naruto He's like, alright, that's taken care of. And Naruto, he's doing what Naruto does, and he's just watching the fights. And this is where the movie comes in place, the first movie. And shit. Kakashi's team only has two people since I wasn't really like the movie when they had to fight those three people like they were kids. Let's skip back to that one. Naruto's watching that one and stuff like that, and he sees they're having a hard time, and he doesn't want to get into it. He's like, okay. The kid that has the bow and arrow, he saw Naruto and he tried shooting at Naruto. Naruto's like, what is he trying to do? Cause since he has space and time, so he can make himself self permeate or anything permeate through him, and it just passes through him, and yeah. So he just dips and stuff like that, and so he dips. You know the vibes. Naruto, and he dips. So then we get to another movie. Yes, we get to the second movie, the one that happened in Shippuden. Actually, which one was that? We're gonna skip the one where Naruto figured out like the Rainbow Rush Sengon and shit like that. No, cause like he already did that, so we're just gonna skip that one. And yeah, that happened. We just skipped that one. Cause I know there was a movie about like there was like two movies, the one with him in this. Nah, yeah, there was that one. So yeah, that happens. And yeah, so whilst that's happening, Naruto he's been keeping a check on Ino, making sure she's fine, stuff like that. And take in mind, Sasuke dipped. Sasuke did the same stupid stuff he did and dipped on them. This time, Sakura decides, "Oh, I'm gonna look for him myself." So now the team is just two people, which is just Sas. No, not Sasuke. Oof, it's just two people, Sakura and Kakashi. Kakashi says Sakura don't. Sakura not listening, goes and looks for him, and yeah, and they meet Sai. Instead of Naruto saving her when Sasuke was about to kill her, it's Sai. Yeah, it's Sai. She still ends up with Sasuke, but eh, yeah, you probably get the gist. So yeah, Naruto's eyes are not blue no more. Actually, they have like the QB eyes. They have like the QB eyes. They have like the orange eyes. They have like the QB orangish red eyes, but with like this inside of it. So yeah, I currently have like a lot of like not that a lot of pictures, but like I have like different albums and stuff like that. So yeah. So Naruto, he watches it. He doesn't really care, and then he's like, okay, that's done with. So yeah, and that ends. So oof, I just dropped something on my fucking laptop. Ah damn, I'm a crackhead. Like Denki Kaminari from My Hero Academia, but less stupid and more clumsy. Okay, so now it comes to the Madara incident. No. Comes to Sasuke versus Danzo. Yeah, Naruto was watching that shit. And and this nigga Toby, also known as Obito, if you're not keeping up with the anime, has sees Naruto, and Toby he says, "Yo, what's up, bro? Long time no see." Naruto's like, "Oh yeah, what's up? Long time no see, bro. How's it going with the plan with the strong ass nigga Naruto?" And Toby's like, "Oh, coming back soon, so I guess you'll probably fight him soon enough and stuff like that." Naruto's like, "I bet I'll be waiting." So yeah, so Naruto says like, if you're gonna wage war, like don't expect me to come like at the beginning. I'll probably come like towards the end to fight like the big boss and stuff like that. And he's like, I bet. So yeah, so the whole Hidden Leaf Village getting hurt this time thing happens. Instead of Sakura calling out to Naruto, it's Ino. But like, instead of like calling out, she prays and says, "Naruto, please help us." And Naruto, he appears. He appears before all the pains, and he just snaps his finger, and they all explode. Then he goes to Nagato and says, if you don't bring my village back to life, bro, I'm gonna have to kill you right here, right now. Let her go, cause like she's really important to like the plan like they're doing right now. But like, I won't hesitate to kill you. We may be a part of the same clan, but I'm not scared to clap you. And Nagato's like, okay, heals the village and he revives the village, shit like that. And take in mind, Tsunade didn't know about Naruto. Tsunade did not know about Naruto and stuff because, like, she came later on, so she came after Naruto got kicked out. Nobody ever told her about Naruto, stuff like that. And yeah, so they go back and they say, "Does anyone know who that was, the one that saved the village?" And everybody says no. Ino also says no because, well, obviously, she doesn't want her Naruto to get hurt. Yes, in this one, she's not gonna be a yandere, nor is she gonna be a tsundere. But she just wants Naruto to alter herself. Like the perfect wife who should. I have high hopes for Naru Ino, but it never happened. So I was kind of depressed at that point. And then I decided, you know what? Fuck it. It didn't happen. It didn't happen. Life goes on, doesn't it? So yeah. And that happens. Basically, so Naruto can hear prayers and stuff like that, or wishes, or like communication things, people wishing for him to come. But Ino's the only person that knows about him, and Killer B. Killer B goes to the Raikage, and the other Jinchurikis go to to their Raikages and says, "Naruto, we saw Naruto," and stuff like that. And the Raikages hold a meeting, and they say, "Oh, Naruto is still alive," and shit like that. Take in mind, Orochimaru already killed the third Hokage. So it's Tsunade right now, and Tsunade is like, who is not? And everybody's saying, ugh, that brat is still alive. I thought he died. And Tsunade, she's confused and says, Naruto? Who is Naruto? And why do you guys disrespect him so much? And they all tell her about what happened. Tsunade, being the smart as she is, says, you guys are retarded. Like, really retarded. Like, abnormally stupid. And they're saying, what do you mean? And they says, see, what they did was kick out a possible threat. They kicked out a possible threat to the whole village. And they said, yo, Jinchurikis, what did you see Naruto wearing? And they described Naruto's clothes with this on, and Tsunade says, that's the same person who saved me. And that's the one that saved me. And they said, what? What do you mean saved? He saved the village, the Hidden Leaf Village, from the pain thing. And they're saying, what? And yeah, Obito said, oh. And Obito, being Toby, comes out and says, oh, so you guys know my friend. It's interesting, isn't it? Well, too bad that he won't really care if you guys die. And they're saying, what do you mean, friend? And he tells them about what happened, and they're like, what? So he is a villain. And Obito being Toby says, nah, he's not a villain. He's not a villain, nor is he a good guy. He's just a guy. So yeah, he's just like Hisoka, actually. Like, if you haven't noticed, Hisoka, he's not really on the side of the Phantom Troop, nor is he on the side of like regular hunters, the good regular hunters and stuff like that. He's just a guy. He's not good. He's not evil. He's just a guy. He only wants to have like a good fight. He doesn't care if they're a good guy or a bad guy. He's just a guy. So yeah, the same thing with Illumi. Illumi, he may act like a bad person, but like in deep inside, he is a good person. So yeah, and Toby says, so like here's the thing. I'm here to wage war with y'all on y'all, especially the Hidden Leaf Village. So like yeah. So the whole war arc happens, And Gara, he rallies up the troops and stuff like that, and he does the whole Shinobi alliance gets cooked by Madara thing and stuff like that. Naruto, he's watching from a faraway point. Yes, Naruto's watching from a faraway point. You might be thinking, but that nigga's like the big boss. Naruto, he senses something greater from him. He's like, nah, he's not the big boss. I'll wait for the actual big boss to come. So he was like, oh, and yeah, that's happening. And this dude Naruto, he's on a different type level of board because like he has to watch like a fight for like half a day unfold, and he sees Neji die. He's not really sad because he never had that relationship with Neji, stuff like that. He sees Rock Lee cry. He sees a lot of deaths, and he like, don't really care. Never had a relationship with him, anyways. Was kicked out of village, and I can't really go to any other village, so I can't really say I really care. And yeah, so the four Kages come, and Naruto decides, you know what? Let me go say hi to Dad, and then dip. And then Naruto, he jumps down and he says, "Yo, what's up, Dad?" And Minato looks to his right and no left. He looks to his left and he sees Naruto and he's like, "Oh, Naruto, hey!" And everybody's wondering and everybody's yelling out, "Why is the fourth Hokage talking to that trait to his own murder?" And the fourth Hokage is like, "What the hell are you talking about? He's my son." And everybody goes silent and says, and they say, "But the third Hokage said he was." And then Minato heard third Hokage said, "This nigga looks," and he says, What did you say?" And he says, "Yeah." And third Hokage is feeling real guilty, even though knowing that Naruto is actually the fourth Hokage's son, and shit like that. So yeah, so the whole fight happens. Hashirama comes. Nah, he goes after Obito and the whole disrespectful thing that Hashirama says to Madara, "I'll deal with you later" thing happens, and he just waits, and the whole Ten Tails thing with Obito happens, and like Kyuubi got taken out of Naruto. Naruto doesn't really care because well he's Naruto and he has enough power to kill anybody in that world with just one flick of his wrist and stuff like that. Even though he knows like he's the strongest person, stuff like that, he still wants to fight, see what the big boss has. And yeah, and Sasuke comes, but he doesn't really do any make a difference. He still gets skewered by Madara. So yeah, Naruto, he's just laughing his ass off. Sakura is like, "Naruto, why the hell are you laughing? Come down here and fight." Naruto's like, nah, he's too weak for me. And Madara's like, "What the hell do you mean I'm too weak for you? I could probably kick your ass." Naruto's like, "Nah, bro, you don't even stand a chance against me." And the whole Hashirama Cell thing happens. He gets Kaguya, and the whole Sage of the Six Paths happens, but with Sasuke only. Naruto, he's like, and like shit like that. Naruto and the Sage of the Six Paths were in the same place as Sasuke. And Sasuke just sees Naruto with the Sage of the Six Paths, and he says, "Naruto, what the hell are you doing next to him? He's somebody far stronger than you." And Naruto's like, "Nah, I'm actually stronger than him." And Sage of the Six Paths says, "Yeah, he is. I don't know who told you that, but okay." And he gives Sasuke like the moon thing, thinking, and he's like, "You have to seal her," even though he knows that Naruto's gonna cook her. So yeah, Sasuke is like, "Oh, I'm getting stronger," and shit like that. He's like, "Oh, I'm about to kick ass. This is about to be easy peasy work, bro." So yeah, they get out of that, and real quick, like abnormally quick, Ino gets hit. Ino gets hit by Madara. Ho ho! I'm telling you this now. This was the end for Madara until Naruto was like, "Shit, I still gotta fight the big boss." So this man was like, "Alright, I'm gonna make this quick. You transform into that big ass boss before I kill you right here, right now for hurting my girl." And Ino hears this, starts blushing. And Madara is like you could even hurt me. Naruto goes right in front of him and slaps doo-doo out this man. One slap sends this man flying all the way back. And this man, Madara is like, how? I thought I was the strongest. And Naruto's like, clearly not, because you just got bodied by a hand. And Naruto, like, he's severely pissed, turns into Kaguya. And he realized that he turned into Black Zetsu and he can't turn back. And Kaguya is like, you're gonna stay like this. And he's like, no, shit like that. And Naruto's like, your stupid ass tried to get world peace, but like, you just brought destruction onto this world. And then he's like, yo, so like, I heard that you, the Sage of Six Paths. Mom, how strong are you? And she's like, what? Who's the Sage of Six Paths? And he grabs the Sage of Six Paths from his place, and and Kaguya sees him, and she's like, "You fucking cunt! I'm gonna kill you for what you did." Naruto's like, "Yeah, you're not touching him. You gotta get through me if you want to touch him." And Kaguya's like, "Easy work." Kaguya, being Kaguya, Kaguya, she tried to make a joke. In this one, we're gonna say Kaguya actually has emotions. She looks at the Sage of Six Paths and says, after I'm done with him, I'm going to give you the 8 trigram 64 belts. Yes, I'm using the 64 belts meme in this. Yes, I enjoy that meme. So yeah, Sage of Six Paths, he's scared shitless because his mom said, I'll give you the 64 belts after I'm done with him. He was like, shit, my ass is grass. This nigga Naruto, he goes up to her and he just starts slapping. He just starts slapping. And her face gets red and she starts crying. She's like, alright, stop. It hurts. Leave me alone. And Naruto's like, you hurt anybody ever again, bro? This is gonna happen to you again, but like instead of your face being red, it's gonna be blood red and dark red. And she's like, okay, damn. So yeah, that happens. And yeah. So where's time at? I thought it was gonna be like 40 minutes, but it happened to be like 50. Do I really want to make this longer? Some shit like that. Actually, let's do the Sasuke and Naruto. Let's do the Sasuke and Naruto fight. Sasuke think he got the upper hand because he thinks that Naruto hasn't done shit over the past few years. So Sasuke, he goes, Naruto, he just jumps down and Sasuke starts running. And he gets slapped. Sasuke goes into Susanoo thinking that's gonna do nothing. Naruto flies up, slaps the living doo out the Susanoo and shit like that. And he starts getting power from the beast, and the beasts are like, stop. And Sasuke's like, oh, I'm definitely cooking this nigga Naruto now. This nigga Naruto goes in front of the full powered Susanoo and slaps doo out of it. And Sasuke's like, how? I thought I was the strongest. Naruto's like, clearly not. Shit like that. And in this one, I'm gonna make it so that Itachi tells Naruto. No, not Naruto. Itachi tells shit. Let's just say that like the Uchihas have been cursed by like the Hidden Leaf Village and stuff like that for their Sharingans, and they're able to see like somebody's next move. Cause like these niggas in the Uchiha clan got like future vision, like stuff like that. So he told them about how like everybody's cursing them because of stuff like that, and Sasuke understands, and he's like, so Itachi didn't die in this one. Yeah. So he wasn't really all about like revenge and stuff like that. He was about power, cause he just wants to beat the living doo out of Naruto, cause he betrayed the village and stuff like that. And it was and like Itachi didn't motivate him to do this. He didn't motivate him to do this. He just did that off of his own accord. So yeah. So he gets slapped like dude shitless, and he tries doing Chidori. Naruto slaps him again. He's like, okay, I'm done with this. Goodbye. And yeah, so it's a few years later, and the fight on the and it's time for Naruto the Last. Since we know Kiba can't do shit, Naruto he goes up there, slaps living doodoo out this man, dips, and then yeah. So that happens. Naruto he doesn't become Hokage. Yeah, he doesn't become Hokage. gave Tsunade back her youth, and he was like, yeah, so like I'm gonna need you to be Hokage again after Kakashi. And Tsunade is like, okay, sure. Cause Tsunade brought up the like thing for him to be Hokage and stuff like that, and Naruto was like, nah, I don't want to do that, and stuff like that. So he dipped. Naruto's not like a wanderer. He's just like a lazy. He's like a lazy ass. So yeah, he's just like he. It's not like he's lazy. He just doesn't want to do it. So we cut to Hinata and Kiba's marriage, and she's there not with Sai but like lonely as hell. And then Naruto he just pops over there and he says, "I know that you missed. I know." So like instead he doesn't say anything. He just says, just taps her on the shoulder and says, "Babe, why are you alone?" And turns around and she yells and hugs and she says, "Naruto." Everybody hears this and stuff. It was like, Naruto's here? Naruto's here? Naruto? Naruto? And they just see this man in this clothes. Yes, the one in the picture. Stuff like that. He's actually wearing the suit this time. He's wearing the light blue suit, and they're like, damn, he looks so fresh. And yeah. So, yeah, they got married and stuff like that. So, yeah. I think that's the end of it. So, guess that's it. Bye, guys.